da 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 na 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 da 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 da. Hello everyone, it's me. I know you're all excited. Da 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 da. Alright, we are in part 3. I pray there's no part 4, because... goddamn. This is really long. But can you blame me? Alright. We are on Io. It's the little ball boy. Base damage increased by 7. Damage at level 1 increased by 4, from 41 to 47 to 45 to 51. I can't actually see my chat yet. Hang on. There we go. Okay, strength gain increased from 2.7 to 3. That's pretty nice for him. Damage gain per level decreased from 4.2 to 2.8. Damage at level 30 decreased by 46 from 192 to 198 to 146 to 152. Okay. Now what? Upon casting Tether, Io now has a buff that shows Tether's remaining cooldown. This buff is only visible to Io and Io's allies. Alright. I am curious as to how that actually functions. I don't know if it's like a visual indicator on the top of his head or just an actual buff. So I'm just going to check that quick. If it's not a visual indicator, then we're going to leave it be. Wrong one. Okay, it's just the thing on his bar. Okay. It's not super exciting, so that's fine. Enemy move attack slow increased from 10 to 40 to 15 to 60%. That's pretty massive. No longer deals 15 to 45 damage per second to enemies by default. Now upgraded to Og Shard. Deals 120 damage per second to enemies touching it. 50% of the damage heals Io. This is considered pseudo lifesteal. Amplified by spell, lifesteal, and healing amp, but does not have a creep penalty. Huh. This is kind of big. You hit one guy, you're healing like 60 a second, and whoever you're tethered to gets extra. Alright, your sounds are a little loud. Go over there. This is a pretty big buff, I would say. Then again, he also lost his spell lifesteal built in. Because that's what the shard gave. And no longer upgraded with shard. Okay. Level 10 plus 15% tether enemies slow, replaced with 1.5 second overcharge duration. It's built in now, so it's fine. Level 25 plus 400 health to tether units, replaced with unslowable during overcharge. Ooh. Does that. Oh, wrong one. Okay, let us take a look-see. Does that affect the tether target? I'm assuming it does. Okay, so you're gonna do a lot of whacking. Okay, so you have 336 because of tether. You are at 276. Just to give you levels. So, unslowable during overcharge. 336. Yep, it does. That's actually quite neat. Okay. That's pretty decent. Losing the health sucks. And what's the other one? Oh, attack the ally target. Ooh. What's the description of this? I forget. Does it still work with, like, gyro and stuff? Okay. Remove you. This. Put him to 30. Yeah, it's still in effect. Okay. I didn't know if it was. And now let's get all this out of here. Okay. Next. Jakiro removed Liquid Fire and Liquid Frost facets. Both Liquid Fire and Liquid Frost abilities are now available to the hero at the same time. They have a shared level and cooldown. Now always attacks with his Ice Head, then Fire Head. The cooler head prevailed. Yeah, get owned, Fire Head, you dumb idiot. Results in swapping special attacks. Liquid Frost is always applied with the first attack. Liquid Fire with the second whenever applicable. Okay. Facet Twin Terror. Double Trouble damage penalty is decreased from 50 to 40% and improves even further by 5% per macropire level. Huh. Okay. So instead of half, it's 60. Then 65, 70, 75, I believe. Okay. It's pretty... It's good if you're going to right-click, but how many people really do that with Jakiro nowadays? But then we have Icebreaker. Ice Path duration increased from 3 to 4.5 to 6 seconds. Upon expiration, Ice Path detonates, dealing additional 75 to 225 damage and stunning enemies for 0.5 seconds a second time. While the path exists, ability is replaced with a sub-ability which allows Shakira to detonate his Ice Path early. It's alright, I was thirsty. This is really cool, honestly. I'm curious as to how that functions. Shakiro. So what's it? Oh, it does, how much damage? Barely any. Okay, so... Oh, okay. That's neat. I actually like that a lot. It's kind of cool. Right. So... Ah, okay. Interesting. So he's always going to pop the same no matter what, and then the shard gives him what, both? Ooh. Ooh. This is a really cool shard, actually. But I didn't read. I gotta read. Liquid Fire, Ogshot rework. Makes Liquid Fire and Liquid Frost abilities not share cooldowns. Okay. Level 25 grants Liquid Fire Frost, replaces with 2.5% Liquid Fire and Frost max health damage. Okay. So, I really like these changes. This is kind of like Whoop-de-doo. Because I just think it's like Whoop-de-doo. Although, I'm going to be fair and look at it. So, stop doing that. Go over here. What? Alright, okay, so that's 60. So it's 110 minus 43, minus 38, minus 33, minus 27. Okay. At least it does fix itself properly. This one is like, okay, this is really cool, because it gives him extra damage, but also a little bit more extra stun. But also, the extra, the double duration is huge, and it's going to get nerfed. Because, like, if you play this smart, it's like, you know, it's another 75 damage, obviously, just at level 1. But also, it's extra little more stun. This is just really huge. This one's kind of boring, but I see people picking this for obvious reasons. Alright, and then down here, at least there's this. This was part of the old shard. So, yeah. Juggernaut. Omni Slash, cast range increased from 50 to 450, matching cast range of Swift Slash. That's fair. Swift Slash, cooldown increased from 20 to... I actually really hated this. That this was even a thing, so I'm actually happy that they buffed it instead of nerfing this. And then cooldown nerf here is fine. Level 10 Healing Word cooldown reduction increased from 10 to 12. Nice buff there. Level 20 Blade Dance Lifesteal replaced with +2 healing ward hits to kill, and then 25 got the switch. Okay. This nerfs him a good bit, because, you know, having to wait until 25 for your free lifesteal is pretty painful, but with some of the changes, I kind of understand why. Kotol, Keeper of the Light. Int gain increased from 3.2 to 3.3. Remove Mana Magnifier innate ability. Special reserve, new innate ability, passive can't be leveled up. Keeper of the Light cannot go below 75 mana. I need to test this. Blinding Light cooldown decreased from 25 to 16 to 24 to 15. Mischance increased from 40 to 45. Buffed. You got a buff here. Spirit Form movement speed bonus decreased from 15 to 25 to 10 to 20. I'm okay with this. It was stupid. I kind of hated it. What is with this ability, though? Kotol. Doesn't really matter. I need to, like, do something that drains mana. Anti-mage, please. Just one.
Yes. Face me.
Huh.
That's basics.
Huh. TP scrolls are 75. Twin gates are 75, so we can always teleport. Huh. You can get him a... If you get him, like, say, Urn. Or just, like, any mana regen. Huh. This feels really interesting. I kind of wish it scaled. Because, let's just assume he's maxed out. Okay. It's like, I gotta wait for cooldowns. I'm ignoring Chakra, because that's obviously going against the point of this, but... I don't know, this seems like a weird one, but it's really strong. Because he doesn't need clarities, and you can just keep spamming Chakra on your, like, lane partner. But then in a late game team fight, if you have enough mana regen, you can keep blasting your spells. Because basically the mana cost of all this stuff is lowered by 75 when you're low on mana. Because you get it back. It's not bad, but it's weird. Like, it's good, but it's weird. It's hard to explain it. And his mana at max is pretty good. You can then... That's a good, like, mana regen item on supports. Not Conda. He wouldn't even really use Conda all that well. Octarine Core would probably be good. That's not really a support tiered item, though. Lotus Orb is 4 mana regen. Probably give him that. Wanted to be cheeky, you could get him an Orchid for about the same price. There's Lincoln. Oh wait, yeah, Aether Lens. Aether Lens actually. Wow.
My quest continues.
This actually might be really strong. The other one was like giving allies extra mana, which is obviously for Chakra, but this is really good too. Honestly speaking, this is a really big buff. He got buffed. I don't F this stupid thing. He got buffed. There you go. Moving on. Kez, base armor decreased by 1, base agility increased from 26 to 27, base movement speed decreased from 320 to 315, removed here the flightless facet, which didn't really do anything, so he now actually has facets. Flutter. Switch discipline kills deals 12% more damage on the first attack or ability after switching the katana. And gains 12% bonus movement speed for 2 seconds after switching the Sai. Okay. Shadowhawk. Shoto Sai, triggering a Shoto Sai mark from Invis. Does 50% more critical damage. When Kez triggers a Shoto Sai mark, reduce the cooldown of both Shoto Sai and Kazurai Katana by 20 to 50%. Okay. Oh, God. I don't really play Kez, but people are saying he got nerfed or gutted. Switch Discipline Katana bonus damage increased from 20 to 12. Okay, yeah, I can see that immediately. Grappling Claw no longer grants flat bonus. Hero Lifesteal, good. That was stupid. I see how he got nerfed. Lifesteal on attack rescaled from 100% to 50 to 125. Okay. Kazurai Katana. Og Shard cast range increased from 150 to 200. Shard cooldown increased from 5 to 12 to 5. I mean, 20 to 5. Ew. What? I gotta look at Kez's stuff again. That's not the facet, is it?
Let's make him remember this.
Oh, it's not. What's the... Kez may activate this ability to impale the target with his attack, briefly stunning in place. The target debuff burst, removing and causing attack deal bonus damage based on stack amount. Okay. So that's what it does. No one saw that, actually. So, once again, Kez may activate the ability to impale the target with his attack, briefly stunning himself and the target in place. The target's debuff bursts, removing and causing the attack to deal bonus damage based on the stack amount.
One feather after the other.
So...
Light as a feather.
Okay, that's what that does. Okay, so the cooldown is actually fair, because you know, it does just scale with the ability, so it's not that bad. Alright. That's a fair change. It's not, like, dead. Like, it's a nerf, but not really. Then again, I don't know how much people are going to have this leveled by minute 15. Raptor Dance, one of its alts now follows global lifesteal rules, gain creep penalty, that's fine. No longer provides debuff immunity and a hard dispel. Good. Kind of stupid. Now provides a basic dispel and 0.1 second invulnerability period on cast and complete magic damage immunity for the duration. Okay. Can he get hexed during it? That's the real question. Okay, he can. Interesting. That's a pretty impacting nerf. A little strong. Falcon Rush can now change targets while rushing. Okay. Rush range decreased from 575 to 525. Little nerf. Sai base attack rate increased from 1.2 to 0.9 to 1.3 to 1. And then Katana base attack rate increased from 1.4 to 1.1 to 1.5 to 1.2. So basically just a minus, so just 0.1 higher. Attack speed factor increased from 6 to 9 to 6 to 12, which should probably counterbalance it. Talent Toss now deals physical damage. That's fair. Honestly. I'm actually fine with this one. This one's... It nerfs it late, but at least it's still good for catapults, which is where physicals... Actually, thinking about it, I just realized that with the Dragon Knight change. D. Okay, so it's like this one hurts... This lets him farm catapults. Even Ancients, actually, they have a lot... They have magic resist. This is not as bad as I thought it was. I'm just stupid, and I don't realize things until later. Shudasai no longer slows marked targets. Aghanim Shard no longer grants bonus movement speed. Okay, that just got built into here. Or here. One of the two. No, it's just gone. Never mind. Okay. Nerfed, but I think he's more fair now. He was kind of silly before. He'll probably get fixed in other ways. We'll find out. Kunkka, just talent changes. Nothing fun for him. Level 10, plus 25%. X marks the spot move speed, replaced with minus 15-second Admiral Rum cooldown. Okay, that's kind of fair. There's too much mobility in the game. They're kind of just gutting it, and I think that's fine. Level 15, Tidebringer damage increased 60 to 70. Level 15, Torn damage knockup duration increased from 28 to 25%. Tidebringer cleave. Buff, buff, buff. And I've been seeing it. It just he's removing a lot of the speed stuff, which is fair. Legion Commander base strength increased from 23 to 24, plus 1 damage, level 1. Spoils of War, now if Legion Commander wins, also automatically casts press the attack on her and all assisting allies. Ooh, okay. Neat. That's a nice buff for this. Kind of makes it a bit more consistent with it. Gives it some support utility in a really weird way. Overwhelming odds, mana cost rescaled from 110 to 130 to 90 to 135. That's... You still max it early, but the lowered mana cost level 1 is still really nice. Moment of Courage now follows global lifesteal rolls. As a result, gain 40% creep penalty. That's fine. It's fair. Duel no longer casts press the attack on victory by default. Oh. That's fine. It was kind of stupid to begin with. Cast range decreased from 200 to 300 to 200. That's pretty crippling. Duration rescaled from 3.75 to 5.25 to 4 to 5. Okay. So, not much of a change. Aug Scepter duration bonus decreased from 2.25 to 2 seconds. Scepter changed overall from 6 to 7.5 to 6 to 7. Aug Scepter debuffed immunity now has more prominent visual effects. Shard bonus damage per win decreased from 8 to 5. Okay. Do I really need to look at any of this? No. Alright. One thing I do forget, though, is on how it works. Okay, no, it's nothing.
No.
I couldn't remember if it was the enemy. One of the old scepters was Legion and the other target take drastically less damage from outside sources. I thought that was still in. Actually thinking about it, I need to look at her again. I don't remember if she has a talent for extra cast range. No, she don't. That is a pretty crippling nerf to the cast range. Shut up. Okay, Lesh. Chronoptic Nourishment. Damages mana restore increase from 10 to 22 to 10 to 34%. Why did they buff it? Buff the other one. The other one sucks. Or maybe the other one's really good. I don't know, but I just feel like the other one's kind of garbage because this fixes his mana problems, especially because of how Bloodstone got changed. Maybe he just has higher win rate with the other one. I don't know. Lesh. No, he don't. No, wait, no, he does. What? I guess it has better burst. Interesting. I just found it kind of garbage, because it's like you want it to hit buildings, realistically. But then again, it is more burst. So maybe that's why. Okay, Defilement AoE per intelligence increased from 0.4 to 0.7. That is because of the Bloodstone change, and I doubt he's going to ever build Gleipnir. I did do the math on this. You still need like 250 int. But to be fair, let's look at him naturally. I'm just going to see what he's got at level 30. He's at 138, so you need like another 112. He doesn't have any int talents. You're probably going to be building like probably Wind Waker. You gotta assume travel to it's probably Scythe. He's gonna build Conda definitely because of its changes now. He's at 211. I could probably see Gleipnir being built on him actually. Because why not? Just be disgusting. Oh, he needs armor. Oh, there's no bloodstone in here. Oh. He doesn't even hit it with the items I gave him. Probably not Conda, and switch it with bloodstone. Well, it's just going to be a bit of a weird case, I think. I do feel like you're never going to hit, like, you're probably going to build Gleipnir and also bloodstone. Because Gleipnir is really good for lockdown purposes. Conda's really good on him now because it gives him break access. That's a lot of mana regen. I'm not sure how you build Lush nowadays. I know you have to get Kai and Sanj, actually. I don't know. This is going to be one of those cases if you're probably going to hit... Probably not going to hit it, but you're still probably just going to get Gleip anyway. I don't know. There's just too many item choices. Or demands. That's how I see it. Level 15, 10% movement speed during Pulse Nova replaced with damage reduction during Pulse Nova. Okay, another speed nerf. That's fine. And damage reduction talent got switched with Pulse Nova. Diabolic Edict hits an additional target. Oh. Well then. Huh. What does that compete with? Pulse Nova damage. And a damage reduction during Pulse Nova competes with Lightning Storm damage. I'm not sure. Not sure what the best choice is. I would say he got improved, definitely. But item changes kind of hurt him a little bit. Losing the AoE bonus on Bloodstone hurts. But then again, he's got Conda now for Lightning Storm. I don't know. He's the case of I don't know yet. I don't play him all that well. Lich, what happened to you? Frost Shield, cast range decreased from 1,000 to 800. Duration decreased from 5 to 8 to 4 to 7. Okay. Sinister Gaze, mana cost decreased from 50 to 80 to 25. You know what? That's fair, actually, because of how the spell works. It's basically his mana gain. Mana drain per second increased from 12 to 15%. That's fine. I'm fine with these. They're annoying. No longer deals damage to creeps. Hooray! The evil has been defeated. Now requires all accepted to cast their abilities to enchant. Hooray! The evil is defeated. Suffer. Punk. Chain Frost. Bounce distance decreased from 600 to 550. Ice Spire. Now the Spire is damaged by one hero attack every time Chain Frost Orb bounces off it. Effect radius decreased from 750 to 550. Level 25 Chain Frost Unlimited Bounces replaced with plus 100 Chain Frost incremental damage. This is really strong, but so is this other 25, but I really want to see these changes.
I would think this is a hoot.
Quiet, you. Get replaced. Growing Cold. Max you out. Die. Okay, so let's talk his... Synergaze becomes AoE, affecting units within a radius of 400. Synergaze allows other abilities while channeling. So he can still do the combo, but we're gonna just... Good. We're just gonna keep you there. Oh, it only does 5. Can cast Frost Shield. Ooh, it got gutted. Good lord. Alright, let me try this again. Okay. Okay, that did a lot of damage, but it cannot kill. Now, if we assume the talent, and it competes with 50 health regen on Frost Shield, and it can affect buildings, if I remember correctly. Quiet you. Yeah, it does. Okay, theoretically it can kill. But that's just because... But he needs his 25. Which is extremely strong. Because you can still do the wombo combos of death. But the fact that you have to cast this onto the Spire, and the Spire has less radius and stuff. So you need the Shard and Scepter now to start doing this. And it's not super broken. Because it can only last for, like, a bit. Like, let me reset him quickly.
I'm taking you down.
Thank you. Okay. So we're ignoring this. Like, it can kill, but barely. Barely. And mind you, this is with 60% magic resist, so it probably can kill other heroes. Just figured I'd give a good example with this. It definitely got nerfed, and it's not as oppressive, so I'm kind of fine with all these changes. This is a really strong change, too. Because if you can get the bounces going, it's going to hurt like a truck. What's the incremental bounce? Oh, it's 25 and goes to 125. Ew. Jesus. Okay, assuming 9 bounces, that's 9 times 125. So 125 times 9 plus the base is 550. So that last hit hits for 1675. That hits really hard, actually. I'm kind of fine with this. And he theoretically can get more bounces as well because of his Growing Cold facet, which was kind of pointless because of the facet anyway. I mean, because of his talent anyway. Growing Cold, for context, is while enemy is killed by Chain Frost or under the effect of Frost Shield, the duration of these is extended. Oh, it's under the effect of Frost Shield. Ooh. Okay, I get how this works. It's better now, I think. I feel like he's more fair, and it just makes the other facet more valuable. The unlimited bounces was fun, but it had to go because it just made it awkward. Life Stealer, movement speed decreased from 320 to 315. Remove, I pressed the wrong button. Go back. Remove Rage and Unfettered facets. Rage remains its Life Stealer's default basic. Okay, that kind of sucks. Flesh Feast. HP per hero kill increased from 15 to 55, depending on the current level of Infest. Obunt's cooldown is reset if a hero dies while afflicted by it. Okay. So this is, you want health and some spammy slow. Gore Storm. What a name. Infest allows the ability to be used on ancient creeps. Consuming creep drenches affected enemies in blood for 3 seconds. Drenched enemies take damage equal to 25% of the host's remaining health over the duration. Okay. When cast with Scepter, Gore Storm damage is equal to 25% of the damage done to the hosted enemy hero by lifesteal over the duration of Infest. Ooh, that's pretty nice, actually. Okay. Feast. Max health gain now added to the post-gain screen. Alright. That's good. Like changes like that. Infest can no longer target ancient creeps by default. Infested creeps now lose 210% of their max health each second. Okay, so that's to balance this thing out. Level 10 plus 150 infest damage replaced with plus 4 all stat. That's kind of sucky. Like, the stats are nice, but the burst is what's valuable. But then again, Gore Storm. It feels like you're going to be leaning towards Gore Storm, though the cooldown reset on open wounds is pretty decent for late game team fights. And getting extra scaling health is nice, but I feel like this is just far too good for what it is. So that's how I feel, especially because of this. Because you can just go focus more for damage per hit because of how it works. And it's just getting extra 25% on top of that. So that's how I feel on this. I feel like Gore Storm's too strong. And this is a bit too weak. Next. Lena, you were broken. What happened to you? Fiery Soul. Move speed bonus per stack decreased from 1.5 to 3 to 1 to 2.5. Speed nerf. Fair. No longer upgraded with Shard. Yay! I didn't even understand how it worked anyway, because I don't think it ever properly updated numerics. I don't know, though. They just gave her, like, free damage on her spells. Laguna Blade, now upgraded with Shard. 75% of the damage dealt is converted to an all-damage barrier for Lena. Barrier lasts 10 seconds. Okay. Flame Cloak duration decreased from 8 to 7. Good. Level 10 Dragon Slave cooldown reduction decreased from 3.5 to 3. Level 10 Laguna Blade cooldown reduction decreased from 25 to 20. Level 25 125% Laguna Blade damage in the barrier replaced with plus 60% combustion overheat damage. So definitely nerfs to how she plays. Which I think everybody's fine with. I feel like she's going to go for the new Revenant's Brooch for the spell crit type thing, but I'm not entirely sure. But I think this is okay with a lot of people. She was kind of strong, and now she's not as AIDS. Lion! Mana Drain no longer instantly kills enemy illusions. Ooh. That's a big shard nerf. Level 10, 65 Earth Spike damage replaced with 20 movements. That's a farming nerf. Level 15, max health per finger of death kill replaced with plus 15 to hell and back debuff spell amp. That's a durability nerf. He got gutted. Jesus. He got nerfed. Ouch. Just this alone is big, because this let him be tanky, or have just scaling health. Which few supports really had. For context, 1 strength is 22 health, so this is a little over 3 strength per kill, health-wise. This is actually a really big nerf for him. He got nerfed. Goodbye, Lion. You will never see the light of day. Lone Druid, now an Agi hero. Spirit Bay remains universal. Okay. It's going to be awkward. Base damage decreased by 17. Base strength decreased from 20 to 18. Damage at level 1 unchanged. 3842. Strength gain increased from 1.8 to 2.5. Agi gain increased from 2 to 2.8. Int gain decreased from 2 to 1.4. Ow. Damage gain per level decreased from 4.1 to 2.8. Damage at level 30 decreased by 52 from 185, 189 to 133, 137. Removed unbearable facet. The name, not the description. I don't remember what it did, but what are his choices? Bear with me. Spirit Link shared armor is increased and Lone Druid attacks heal the Spirit Bear. Bear Necessity Lone Druid's items are more powerful. Bear Necessity stat bonus increased from 30 to 75 to 45 to 75. Okay. I don't know how good this is, because this is gutted, actually, because of the change he got. This one isn't good anymore. Gift Bearer reworked. Lone Druid Spirit Bear receives a copy of his neutral item. The copy has an independent cooldown of the main one. Ooh. Okay. I think it used to be that they could have separate ones. But they have to keep it as synergistic because of the system now. Spirit Link now follows global lifesteal rules, gain creep penalty. Okay. I don't think this is good anymore. This is because of the neutral change. This is because of the lifesteal change. I would say nerfed. But now it's like you have to go with Bear With Me, which is far more valuable. Bear Necessities isn't worth it anymore, I don't think. And I have to pee. So I'll be back in a second. I am back. The vibes are redefined. Luna, Moon Shield, Lunar Orbit damage reduction increased from 10 to 25 to 15 to 30%. Okay. Lunar Orbit collision damage increased from 20 to 35% to 22 to 40%. Collision radius increased from 150 to 175. Improved glaive collision behavior for orbiting glaives. Okay. Shard collision damage bonus increased from 15 to 20. So total collision damage with Shard increased from 35 to 50 to 42 to 60%. Alright, so it got buffed. Ver tanky, ver damaging. Lycan, now a strength hero again. Base damage increased by 20, damage at level 1 and change, 50 to 55. Strength gain increased from 3 to 3.4. Agi gain increased from 1.8 to 1.7. Int gain increased from 1.2 to 1.7. Damage gain per level decreased from plus 4.2 to 3.4. Damage at level 30 decreased by 40 from 202 to 207 to 162 167. Alpha Wolves. Summon Wolves' Hightail duration decreased from 8 to 6 seconds. That's fine, it was kind of annoying to begin with. Magic resistance on Summon Wolves rescaled from 40 to 70 to 45 to 60. Level 5 and 6 now have 60% magic resist. Okay. Little nerf here, but it was fair. And then obviously heroes type change back to what he used to be. Interesting to see a lot of like removal of universal. But I did actually see that because just for context, I'll show you guys. This is what the heroes are situated now as. I might have shown this on day 1, but still. It's like 6, 12, 18, 24... 34 int, 34 agi, 35 strength, and there's like 23 universal now, where it was like kind of consistent across the board. So it's just interesting to see how that changed and transpired. Anyway, let us continue on. Magnus. Base damage increased by 21. Damage at level 1 increased by 7. From 48 to 56 to 55 to 63. Very nice buff for him. Int gain increased from 1.6 to 2.1. Damage gain per level decreased from 4.7 to 3.2. Damage at level 30 decreased by 46 from 214 to 212 to 168 to 176. Remove reverse polarity and reverse polarity facets. Reverse polarity remains as its default alt. Okay. Fine, that's fair. This barely had any use at all. There was like one, I think, pro game that used this, and it was bare. Which, it worked, mind you, but it's like, still. Okay, diminishing return. Increase the max level of Shockwave to 5. Number of times +2 all attributes can be skilled decreased from 7 to 6. Did I ever read this before? That's actually a neat idea. I like this one. This is neat. Shockwave. Level 5 makes the Shockwave return once it reaches its max distance, traveling 200 units further and dealing 50% of ability damage on its way back. What's the damage? Is that it? I have to look at that. Eternal Empowerment. New. Empower ability is always enabled on Magnus. Every one of its subsequent attacks increases his self bonus by 2 to 5% up to a max of 10 to 25%. Duration 10 seconds. Each stack refreshes the duration. Bonus per hit and max bonus skill. Okay, I gotta look at these. Stop it. Magnus. There you are. Alright, we'll start off with Eternal Empowerment. Okay, Alright, let me reset. I want you guys to see how dumb this is. Okay, there he is. He's got base 59. I'm going to touch Empower. He is immediately given plus 14, and this is permanent. And every time I whack, it goes up. Yep. Alright. It took forever for that, but even then. This gives him 14 extra damage level 1, and it's permanent on him. If I activate this, what happens? Does it double? You're already empowered. Okay. He saves on mana costs with this. That's actually really strong. You don't even need to go stats as badly as you would do other universes. This is a huge buff to him as a core. Okay, well, what's the other one do? It doesn't get a damage boost. Like, look, I get that it does an extra hat that does half on the way back. That just feels kind of silly. It's just kind of silly to me. I'm sorry. This Eternal Empowerment is really good. This lets him last hit obscenely. Plus 14 damage. 14 damage is insane. He's at 59 and it goes to 73. And that's without any stats. You could just go for like extra regen on him or something. That's really good, actually. This is very silly and stupid. Shockwave no longer upgraded with Og Shard. Effect new move to Facet. Mana cost increased from 75 to 85 to 100. That's fine, honestly. What's the cooldown on this? It's 13. That's not bad. Like, you're just going to be maxing in power anyway, I think. God damn. Skewer now deals 6 to 15% of the distance traveled as damage. No longer deals damage per tree cliff hit by default. Now upgraded with Og Shard, increases skewer range by 275 and deals an additional 30 damage per tree hit and 125 per cliff hit. Okay. Level 10 Shockwave slow duration replaced with 1.25 skewer slow duration. Level 10 plus 10 second empower duration replaced with mana regen. Oh, that's a nice buff to him too, I think. Then again, you go Harpoon on this hero, which gives mana regen, so maybe it's not as impactful. Eternal Empowerment is way too good. That's just free base damage that you have. And then you have the scaling up bonuses. Wait, does that affect the cleave too? I gotta check that now. God damn it. Let me just quickly put this down. Ow. Okay, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go to Empowerment. Put him to 7. It scales with the thing. I'm just making sure this is set up.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna just see it. I want to see if the numbers go up. I don't know if they do. Oh no, it does. It shows it. Okay. Why is it a... Oh, it's a flat. So it's like actual percentage. Okay. Okay, it's not as AIDS. But still, perma and power is still really good. It's just far better for his laning. That's still really good. This one's just stupidly strong, and I think it's going to get nerfed. That's my opinion. We're going to move on. Oh god, Marcy, what happened to you? Marcy! Base damage increased by 22 to 20. Damage spread decreased from 6 to 4. Damage at level 1 increased by 6 to 4, from 50 to 56 to 56 to 60. Int gain increased from 1.5 to 1.9. Damage gain per level decreased from 4.4 to 3. Damage at level 30 decreased by 44 to 46, from 207, 213 to 163, 167. Remove Sidekick and Bodyguard facets. Bodyguard remains as Marcy's default basic. She had Sidekick before, if I remember correctly. What is it? What does Bodyguard do? Quiet you. Alright, we'll just look in game, just so I can show it. That's a big grants Marcy lifesteal and bonus attack damage. Okay. Marcy protects an ally hero for 6 seconds. The ally also gains 75% of lifesteal and attack damage bonus. Whenever the ally attacks or is attacked by an enemy, Marcy counterattacks that target if they are within her attack range, plus 125. Okay. Okay. I kind of see this. Actually, I might Okay, I see this. Alright. It's... I kind of get why Sidekick got removed. Bodyguard, I think, is a bit more fair. At least to know how it works. Alright. I never... I don't think I ever saw it get used. Buddy system. While Bodyguard and Marcy and her partner share 100% of health healed by this ability with each other. Okay, so this is Sidekick. Essentially speaking. Does Marcy give damage? Oh, she does. Okay. So, buddy system basically puts it back to how Sidekick worked. So this is just Sidekick. But only for 6 seconds. Pick Me Up. Rebound adds an alt cast, which allows Marcy to bring the target ally with her to her final destination. Smash Brothers. The ally deals 25% of the rebound damage to enemies on landing. Won't affect rooted or leashed allies. Okay. A bit of a save. And a bit of a pseudo Force Staff blink. That's kind of interesting. Fleeting Fury. Rebound. If Marcy has Unleash leveled, after landing from Rebound, Marcy gains a short Fury combo. If Unleash is already active, its duration is instead extended by 3 seconds for another combo. This combo has 3 hits instead of 5, and Aghanim Scepter does not apply silence to it. Okay. I can see all of these getting used, but to be fair, with Sidekick removed and it being kind of limited, I'm not sure, actually. The Marcy IO combo, I think, got nerfed, but I'm not sure. Anyway, ability Special Delivery. Now, as an active component, Marcy whistles and instantly teleports a courier to her. Cooldown 240 seconds, cast point 1 second. Okay. Rebound. Mana cost increased from 70 to 100 to 75, 120. Ally bonus movement speed decreased from 2540 to 1530. Aghanim Shard no longer decreases cooldown. Og Shard now increases damage by 20% from 8320 to 96384. Okay. Bodyguard no longer provides armor. Oh, that's what it did. Now provides selected ally with 70% of the lifesteal and damage bonus. Oh, okay. Level 10, plus 100 rebound, cast trap range relates with plus 75 rebound landing radius. Okay, so that's a bigger stun potential. Level 10, plus 10% sidekick, bodyguard, lifesteal replaced with 1.5 second dispose, slow duration. Alright. I would say nerfed a little bit. Just simply because she got some mana cost nerfs, speed nerf we ignore, cooldown nerf, lost her extra lifesteal, bodyguard isn't an armor thing, it's just new sidekick, basically. Alright. Yeah, I feel like little nerfs, but it's fine. I think that's what happened, basically. Mars! Victory Feast. Arena of Blood now provides 50% of the bonuses to all allies that are in the arena when an enemy dies inside of it. I think that's a nerf. I'm not sure. It states now, so I don't know. Dauntless now affects only Mars himself. Radius decreased from 2000 to 900. HP regen per extra enemy increased from 30 to 50%. Okay. Level 10 talent plus 10, 5% bulwark side front damage reduction replaced with 10% Dauntless regen per enemy. What does that compete with? Quiet you. It competes with God's Rebuke Distance. I can't remember if that's like the good one. But, alright. He got tweaked. Medusa, what happened to you? What is this? Undulation. Base movement speed increased from 275 to 310. Medusa's movement speed is fixed. It is unaffected by most effects. I need to see how this works. Split Shot now upgraded with the Og Scepter. Allows on-hit effects to apply to the secondary attacks from Split Shot and increases target hit by... Ooh. Split Shot uses modifiers replaced with plus 40 int at 25. Come back to that later. Mystic Snake no longer upgraded with Og Scepter, so This, I feel like, is a nerf, but I don't know. Because the Augs was really nice, honestly. It gave her teamfight utility. Cold-blooded, single-target Mystic Snake now always turns the enemy into stone for 1 second. Alright, at least there's that. Level 10, plus 40 Mystic Snake damage replaced with plus 20% Gorgon's Grasp Radius. Ooh. Okay, I need to see how this thing works, though. Because this is one that I really went... I don't know how awkward this is.
No doubt.
I need a lion, even though he's garbage. Go away. I need a Darkseer. Darkseer, ally. Okay, here's the question of the day. So, cannot change movement speed. Boots do not affect her. Okay. Understood. Can she get hasted? Yep. Oh my god. Let me reset her quick. When is that good? What? No, seriously, when is that good? Like, what? You'd have to get Fallen Sky tier 5. Or Spider Legs. Does Spider Legs work? Oh, this thing's garbage. Ew, I hate it. Okay, look. Boots not affecting it, fine. Boot, like, flat movement speed stuff, fine, I get. Does percentage speed movement work, actually? Is there a point to Manta style? Or Yasha? No! What? It's garbage! What do you mean? Is it bugged? This doesn't seem like most effects. This seems like all... If she could at least still get hasted, I'd be fine with it. Because then there's, you know, Darkseer synergy. But it's like... You are trading. Like, essentially, any mobility for 100% slow resistance. And also 100%, like, speed resistance. Why can't she get haste? Like, yeah, it would force Medusa Darkseer combos, but still, it's like... It's only like 35 extra movement speed, and that's all you get. I can't see it being good. You will just walk away from Medusa. She doesn't have as much lockdown. Yeah, you have the Gorgon's Grasp radius, but it's like, that's whoop-de-doo. She got... This thing is garbage. I cannot see this facet being good, especially... Like, okay, so let me like go back into the game really quick. Okay, let me switch to Venomous Volley. Venomous Volley. Every 5 attacks, Medusa applies poison to her arrow that briefly reduces movement speed, attack speed, and cast speed. Let's go to this quickly. We're gonna shove a shard in. We're gonna give that. We're gonna give... Wait, what? Oh. I didn't know I had a different icon. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna give her... Let's just give her Fallen Sky and Fleet-Footed. Man, she's super fast already. Now we're gonna give her Manta Style for some defensive stuff. Yeah, I know. Isn't it great? She doesn't need to grab, like, Swift Blink if she doesn't want to. Now she can be like, alright, I'm gonna consume this, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have this, and F it, we'll have this. She is so threatening with all of this. And actually thinking about it, why even Ibe Scotty? You could go dataless if you want. Instead of Butterfly, you could go dataless, or you can like switch some of this stuff around. Maybe you don't even want Manta style. Blah blah blah. You can even be like, oh, I don't want to have Fallen Sky, and you could be like, oh, I want to have spider legs, and it's like even more mobility instead, because then you can do this and have this, and it's like, what do you give the other one? What do you give the other one? And I can't see it being good. I can't. Because with this, you're mobile, you have a ton of utility stuff. You could probably even take out Mjolnir if you really wanted to. Just give her a raw moon shard and dataless. And it's like, that's what makes the new system for the neutral so valuable. Because if you get, say, Fallen Sky or Spider Legs, or even just Stygian, and as long as you can get the fleet-footed, you move, like, super fast, you don't need boots, and then you can just go for utility on the rest of your stuff. Or flat damage and attack speed and whatnot. And then you come in with this piece of garbage, and I can't see this being good. What is its win rate right now? Let's just take a look at that. What is the win rate? What is the pick rate? I'm really curious. I just can't see it being good. I really can't. Where are you? You're right here. Undulation has a higher win rate than Engorged. Okay, but its presence is also like not even 6%. You still have Venomous Volley as the highest. I just can't see it being useful at all. I don't think... But it's really just, if she could at least get hasted, it'd be fine. Let me see if I can find anything. Can't see anything. And Reddit's having a server error. Grand. Cool. Okay, I can't really see anything properly on that. But it's like, I just... If it would be, you can get hasted, I'd see it being fine. I don't see this being all that good. It really is like, you have to have something like 4 staffs on every single one of your teammates. You have to have like Avenge Spirit for mobility. You gotta have so much lockdown. I just don't see this being all that nice. I'm sorry. Alright, I'm gonna move on. Because, yeah. Meepo, remove Pack Rat Facet. That was the one where you could put items into the neutral slot, if I remember. I can see why. More Meepo a number of times, plus to all attributes can be skill decreased from 7 to 6. That's fair. It was really awkward. Codependent new facet. Divided we stand, all Meepos have a stackable aura that increases nearby Meepos' attack speed by 7% and armor by 2, radius 600. Huh. Actually, I will dictate one thing going back to Medusa. So, her ultimate gives her movement speed. I think I saw that it still does. I just want to see it. This is the wrong facet. Okay, so the ult still does it, but it's still just like, that's the only thing that boosts her speed. It's just, yeah, alright. The ult works with it, but I think that's literally the only thing, and I'm not testing anything else. This one isn't bad. What is, does he have any other facets? No. Okay. I feel like this one's still better for the extra Meepo, because of how its Augs works. Then we have Sticky Fingers, updated to the new neutral crafting system, increased selection of artifacts and enchantments from 4 to 5. Alright. That's not bad. Helps him kind of get what he needs. Because of how this hero works, he kind of needs specific stuff. This one isn't bad, but I feel like this one is still better just because of, like, how Meepo works. So, that's my thing. Ooh, you got a lot of text. Mirana, now an Agi hero. Base damage increased by 24 to 26. Damage spread increased from 4 to 6. Base strength increased from 18 to 20. Damage at level 1 increased by 46 from 44 to 48 to 48 to 54. Strength gain increased by from 1.9 to 2.2. Agi gain increased from 2.5 to 3.1. Intelligence gain increased from 1.4 to 1.9. Damage gain per level decreased from 4.1 to 3.1. Damage at level 30 decreased by 40 to 38. From 191 to 195 to 151, 157. Remove Moonlight Shadow and Solar Flare facets. Moonlight Shadow remains Mirana's default ult. They've been doing this a lot, too. Like, removing, like, ult options. I think Void's, like, the only one I've seen that does it, still. Starstruck. Starstorm's second meteor deals more damage and blinds the target. Second meteor damage 100%, blind miss rate, 60% blind duration, 3.5 to 5. That's pretty strong, actually. Jesus. Okay. That's pretty solid for, like, a caster or support Mirana. Maybe an even core as well, but what's leaps and bounds? Upon landing, Leet Roops targets in a 250 radius around Mirana for 1.1 to 2 seconds. You can target where this goes. With the shard, if I remember correctly. Mirana, where you at?
The princess of the moon has returned.
Yeah.
Come on, Sig.
I thought you could.
Need to...
Did they remove that? Wrong button. Oh wait, did they change it? Grandson leap charge attacks during the leap buff critically strike. Oh, they changed it. Oh, okay. It's not as strong as I thought it was. You didn't see it. But I thought you could still target it, but you can't. You used to with the old one she had.
I won't miss.
Oh, for God's sakes. Okay, so if you have, like, your normal attack range, you can leap essentially onto them. Which isn't bad. Can you affect leap? Speed bonus lasts 5 seconds. Okay. I can see both facets being decent. Like, this feels more for spells. Just because of the full meteor damage. The blind miss rate is pretty good for laning too, if you can get it on the enemy core. This one's really good for core as well. So it means Faithful. Healing Lotus effectiveness increased from 20 to 50%. Nice. That's actually pretty massive buff. That's a team-wide thing, right? Yes. Okay. Starstorm. Second meteor damage decreased from 80 to 60. Oh. Okay. Oh, it got reworked. Oh. Oh. Movement bonus decreased from 8 to 32% to 6 to 24. Og Shard reworked. No longer increases distance. No longer creates a damaging wave. Grants +1 leap charge. Attacks during this leap buff critically strike for 150. Okay, I didn't know they actually changed it this patch. Oh, man. Okay, so taking this into account, as well as this, both of these are really good for different reasons. Like, this one's, I would say, stronger, just simply because of how roots are, and I think roots are really good. Moonlight Shadow now also increases Mirana's outgoing damage by 9 to 15% for the duration. Oh. So she got some sort of stuff from Solar Flare? Level 10 Sacred Arrow cooldown replaced with Starstorm cooldown. Level 20 Critical Strike replaced with 35 base damage. Oh. Oh, she lost that time. Okay, that's why she got this in. Okay. I feel like she's better? I don't know. I gotta see stuff later. Monkey King. Simian Stride rework. Increases the max level of tree dance to 5. Number of times attributes lowered. Okay, I like that this is still being a thing. Tree dance level 5 reduces tree dance cooldown to 0. Ooh. Wait. Monkey. Where you at? Monkey. Monkey.
Time to make a fight.
Oh, the perma, as long as you're over a set health, is gone. Okay. Mischief now scales with Wukong's command. Cooldown rescaled from 15 to 24 to 12. Bonus move speed rescaled from 10 to 6 to 15%. Giga Mastery follows global lifesteal rules. Okay. Ignoring this, because this is just a general change and it's fair. This, I think, is fine. For what it is. Like, it scales. It takes a while to get it back to where it was at. Like, if you want to have, like, similar cooldown, you have to get to level 12. But once you hit 18, it's lower. The move speed, similar thing. The Simony Stride is a bit of a nerf to, like, support Monkey. So... Okay. Taking everything into account with his other one, I would say Simian is better, even though it's a nerf to support Monkey. Because then you're just hopping around everywhere with super mobility as both. And you don't have to be, like, limited to health. Because you can be, like, at, like, 5% health and still be able to do this. With the old system, you couldn't. Moving on. Oh, God, you have a lot of text. Morphling. Removed Adaptive Strike Strength ability as it is merged with an Agility one. Okay, now it's just back to what it used to be. Now it's 1. Alright, Ebb Facet. Waveform now attacks all targets it goes through with 50% of Morphling's attack damage. Does not apply on-hit effects. Adaptive Strike no longer knocks back enemies. Move to base spell. Okay. Move to base spell. Ah. Okay. Oh, that was for agility, I think. Okay. Flow no longer affects Morphling's cooldowns. Changes Morphling's primary attribute to strength. Morphling gains plus 1% spell amp per 4 agility. Spell amplification effect is breakable. Adaptive Strike stuns enemy target for 0.5 to 2.4 seconds depending on Morphling's strength. Has the same rules as the knockback effect. Okay. Right-clicking. Spells. And also, this one's actually quite interesting. I think it's... So... Yeah, that's basically how this works. This is right-clicking Morphling. This is spell-based Morphling because of the obvious spell amp and the attribute change. Accumulation no longer grants plus 100% bonus stats from the talent tree's all-attribute bonus. Now talent tree's all-attribute bonus provides an additional plus 3 to Morphling's primary attribute. Oh. Okay. Well, he got an int nerf, essentially speaking. But it lets him right-click a lot better. Not bad. Waveform no longer attacks enemies by default. Huh. I didn't know it did. I don't know when that got changed. Adaptive Strike. Merge both abilities into one. Knocks back enemies by default. Distance is between 50 to 350 units based on strength. Max of effect. Its reach from Morphling strength is 50% higher than its agi. No longer stuns enemies by default. That's a nerf. Cooldown decreased from 19 to 10 to 17 to 8. Base damage rescaled from 55 to 85 to 25 to 100. Alright, this is a lot of changes. Attribute shift. Stat gains. Mana cost rescaled from 5 to 20 to 10. Morphling now keeps his attributes while morphed. Okay. Level 10, waveform range replaced with plus 12 morph duration. Level 15 plus 15 agi replaced with 75 attack range. Morph duration replaced with waveform range. Okay, so these just got shuffled. Adaptive Strike stun duration replaced with agi. That's Okay, so he got attack range and lost stun duration. Level 20, 75% waveform attack damage and applies on hit effects, replaced with minus 3-second adaptive strike cooldown. Okay. I feel like he got nerfed a little bit, but then again, I don't know. He doesn't have obscenely broken cooldowns. But let me see the numbers for flow really quickly. So he starts with negative armor. I need to level this. Okay, so here's the thing that I feel like is gonna get nerfed. Maybe, I don't know. That's... You can just have that maxed from level 2. 2.4 second stun from level 2. He also has an obscene level of health. Very interesting. Alright. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not a big Morphling player. I can't really talk properly on this. Mort, intelligence decreased from 24 to 23. Int gain increased from 3.3 to 3.4. Remove parting shot. Oh, that was the Augs upgrade, and it was really neat. But it just basically got put onto Dazzle, so... It's still sort of in the game, kind of. Deadshot, now upgraded with Aug Scepter, increases damage by 125. Deadshot AoE expands after it ricochets and pierces through enemy heroes as it fears them. Ooh. Okay, little farming thingy. Gunslinger, secondary shot now prioritizes heroes, then non-hero units, then buildings. Secondary shot chance decreased from 26 to 50 to 18 to 45%. Okay, that's kind of alright. This is also overall fine. She loses damage at level 1, but she'll get it. She'll get, like, extra back. Level 10 talent Deadshot cast range decreased from 350 to 300. Nerf. Level 10 1.5% max health regen while inside the culling, replaced with health. Okay. Level 15 80 Deadshot damage replaced with 3% max health regen while inside the culling. Okay. So she got some extra health. She got double the health regen. And a little nerf on cast range. But it's wider AoE, and she's got a bigger damage. I'd say buffed. I don't think many people even bought the Augs to begin with, so it's kind of to make people buy it, essentially. This is nice for a support. Muerta. And let me check one other thing. Okay, so the other level 15 is Gunslinger damage, which affects both shots, and it's actually obscenely good. At least I think so. So she at least gets base health to compensate for losing the health regen inside the calling. So there's that explained. Moving on! Naga Siren, Eel Skin, bonus evasion per other Naga increased from 6 to 8%. Level 10, minus 2 ensnare cooldown, replaced with plus 100 reel and pull speed. I'd say that's better overall because of how it functions. So there's that. Nature's Prophet is now a universal hero. Okay. What a thing to go to. Base damage decreased by 2, but damage at level 1 unchanged. Damage gain per level increased from 3.5 to 4.2. Damage at level 30 increased by 25 from 155, 165 to 180, 190. That's a very clean number. Soothing Saplings. Sprout, allied tangos provide double the heal duration when consuming a tree created by Sprout, similar to when targeting Iron Branch trees. Okay. Nice support one. Ironwood Treant, Spirit of the Forest Treant multiplier rescaled from 2 to 6 to 4. Spirit of the Forest now scales with Wrath of Nature instead of Nature's Call. Bit of a nerf, but fair. Bonus damage per tree rescaled from 2 to 6 to 4%. But that's kind of okay because of the universal change. Radius increased from 300 to 300 to 600. Oh my god. So at a, what, 33% reduction, it gets double radius when you're maxed out. Jesus Christ. So the treant can be like farther, so your treants can be farther away. You get more effects from trees. If they lowered the trees on the map, I would see this being balanced, but if not, that's really strong. Because then you can be farther away from a target that's been sprouted as well. God damn. Okay, Necrophos. I'd say buffed. Like, this is just a hero that naturally feels like a universal, and now it just makes more sense with all this. And then this is obscene, I think. Then again, I don't know. I'm bad at the game. Necrophos, Rapid Decay. Ghost Shroud now also makes enemies have their Restoration Amplification decreased by the same value of Necrophos' gain. That's actually fair, because I never saw this as being very good, but this kind of makes more sense. Make it more of a cripple. Ghost Shroud Restoration Amp now applies to Lifesteal and Spell Lifesteal, which is actually quite interesting. But then Heartstopper Aura, radius decreased from 800 to 700. Ow. Health Decay rescaled from 0.6 to 2.4 to 0.8 to 2.3. It's a nerf, but if they're in attack range, it's fine. And they're always going to be. His Facet got buffed. This got buffed. Even though you're never really doing much with Lifesteal during Ghost Shroud. Because of how it functions. So, there's that. Yeah, I'd say buffed. Night Stalker, remove Blinding Void Facet. Which made Void, like, drastically lower your vision. Kind of sucks, but we do have this new one here. Night Rain, change Roshan's first move to the top pit to be at 20 minutes instead of 15 minutes because of time changes. Hunter of the Night is now granted for free on level 1. Max level is increased to 5. Move speed rescaled from 22 to 40 to 16 to 40. Attack speed rescaled from 20 to 80 to 15 to 95. Okay, so his speed is basically the same and he gets 15 free attack speed. So this also changes the times. So instead of it starting at day, it starts at night. Very interesting change. Giving him 15 free attack speed, I would say kind of compensates. Because then he can also get like Void level 1 if needed, or the other one. Void no longer reduces vision. Night duration decreased from 2 to 4 to 2 to 3.5, but I also skipped Voidbringer. The number of attributes changed. Increased max level Void to 5. Void, level 5 deals 400 damage, 4-second night duration, and becomes a point target ability with 300 AoE during the night. Huh. Interesting. With Voidbringer Facet rescaled from 2 to 4 to 2 to 4. Or 2.5 to 4 to 2 to 4. Which, you know, fair. This one's his old Scepter, if I remember. Like the point targeting. But only during the night is kind of awkward. His old Scepter was also... It would create like a pool of darkness. That would at least give him the Hunter in the Night bonus, so... Kind of sucks he doesn't have that fully, but... I would say Night Rain's really good. Voidbringer seems okay, but this one is really strong for what it does. Because it basically gets a free skill. Alright, level 10, Void damage replaced with Void cooldown. Or minus 1 second Void cooldown. Level 15, 100 Night status resistance decreased from 35 to 30%. Sucky, but he did skip this, so I guess it's fair. Level 25, Dark Ascension cooldown reduction decreased from 50 to 40. Okay, I don't think it's going to be as permanent, but to be fair, he does get this. Which kind of balances it out. I'd say buffed. Next. Nyx Assassin. Base damage increased by 14. Damage at level 1 unchanged, 51 to 55. Strength gain increased from 2.5 to 2.7. Agi gain increased from 2.3 to 2.9. Int gain increased from 2.5 to 2.6. Damage gain per level decreased from 5.1 to 3.7. Damage at level 30 decreased by 52. From 228, 232 to 176, 180. Mana burn. Mind Flare burns 16 to 20% of the target's max mana reworked. Is that all it does? Pretty sure yes. Let's check. Yes. This used to be with everything, with all of his spells. So, bit of a nerf there, but also it was, I think, the one that was always picked. Not sure, though. Impale. Cooldown decreased from 18 to 12 to 17 to 11. Mana cost decreased from 100 130 to 90 to 120. Okay. Spammier in both ways. Mind Flare no longer instantly kills creeps. Nyx is dead. Max mana is damage decreased from 20 to 35% to 25 to 40%. Bonus damage decreased from 25 to 20%. Okay. This is a pretty crippling nerf. Level 10 plus 40 Vendetta damage replaced with 25% Spike Carapace damage reflect. Level 15 plus 0.5 second Spike Carapace reflect duration replaced with Vendetta damage. Okay, so it got delayed, and he lost the reflect duration for extra damage reflect. So, if I remember correctly, Nyx was stupidly broken just because of this. Which, to be fair, yeah, it's a little broken. That he doesn't have to, like, lane. So now he's kind of required to do that. So, they basically just made him go back to being, hey, you actually have to play the game instead of just running around like a nut. Ogre Magi! Bloodlust bonus moves to be decreased because they're trying to slow the game down, which is fair. From 7 to 13% to 6 to 12%. Level 10 Knight DPS decreased from 15 to 12. Kind of hurts, but fair. Level 25 Talent Fire Blast damage decreased from 240 to 220. Ouch, but kind of fair. They were pretty strong talents to begin with. Omni Knight. Guardian Angel. Aghanim Scepter HP regen. Heal amp increased from 100 to 150%. That is a lot. Level 15 Talent Repel Strength HP regen per debuff increased from 3 to 5. Okay, not very exciting. Moving on. Oracle, int gain decreased from 3 to 3.6. Ouch. Clairvoyant Curse, spell amp per level increased from 0.75 to 1%. I think it is actually now on par with the other one. Where is he at? There you are. Oh, it is not. It is now buffer. Get obliterated, small son. False Promise, Aug Scepter bonus spell damage increased from 25 to 30%. Ooh. Okay. Level 15 Talent Fortress End heal and damage per effective spell increased from 60 to 80. Alright, so he does some more nuking. He already had high base spell damage to begin with, so this getting an extra boost is pretty huge. OD, Obsidian Decimator, Mana Flex, Essence Flex, max mana increase on proc increase from 4 to 5%. God, why? Boo. I hate this hero. Level 10, 200 health replaced with plus 100 Astral Imprisonment cast range. Great. Level 15, current mana's movement speed decreased from 1.5 to 1%. Good. Stupid. Level 15, plus 125 Astral Imprisonment cast range replaced with plus 8% Astral Imprisonment mana capacity steal. Grand. Level 20, spell lifesteal replaced with 450. Oh, that's a nerf to his healing. I still hate this hero. This is a buff. Losing this is a huge nerf. This is AIDS. This got nerfed because of speed. Moving on. I gotta go to the bathroom again. Sorry. This is literally taking 4 days. This patch is huge, though. I don't blame it. Ah! I am back, the lives are redefined. Pango, what happened to you? Base damage increased by 20. Damage at level 1 increased by 6 from 45.51 to 51.47. Energy gain increased from 2.8 to 3.2. Damage gain per level decreased from 5.4 to 3.6. Damage at level 30 decreased by 54 from 230, 236 to 176, 182. Level 15, Rolling Thunder duration replaced with plus 15% attack damage is Swashbuckle. And they just got switched around. Okay. Level 25, Rolling Thunder cooldown reduction decreased from 16 to 15. Swashbuckle cooldown reduction increased from 3 to 4. Okay, so they're kind of like going, go away from this, focus on this. That's what it feels like. But to be fair, Pango, where are you at? There you are.
I was told there would be danger.
It's one of those cases of, that's the idea of it. I don't know if it's going to go into effect. I just took a quick look at his talents in general, and I didn't see anything huge. Plus, Swashbuckle needs this talent to actually focus on its attack damage anyway. PA, remove Veiled One facet. You have mana problems again. Methodical, Coup de Grace, crit damage decreased from 325, 575 to 300 to 500%. Ow! What? Isn't that the crappy one? That's based on hits? Yeah. What? Why'd it get nerfed? Was it good? I have no idea anymore. Sweet Release. New facet. Stifling Dagger. Whenever a dagger hits and does not kill an enemy, it leaves a stacking debuff that lasts for 6 seconds. When a debuffed unit dies, they launch 1 Stifling Dagger per stack at random enemies around the target, prioritizing heroes. These daggers have 50% damage and slow duration values. Stacks can't be dispelled, and each new dagger refreshes the duration of all current stacks. Recast range equals Stifling Dagger cast range centered around a debuffed enemy. What do you mean by that? Where you at? There you are. Okay, let's take a look-see. Wait for your spells on. Huh. Can they proc it? I'm not sure if it can... Okay, what I'm trying to test is... Can it proc Coup de Grace? PA, shut up. It was gonna take a bit. Oh, it can! Oh my god! Why would you not take this facet? It's so good. It can proc your ult. This is... Why would you not take this? This one has always been dumb. This one is really good, I think. Immaterial, bonus evasion per level decreased from 1.5 to 1. Fair. It's actually a clean number now, right? Because she starts... Yeah, now it's actually like a flat, fair number. Good. Stifling Dagger, movement slow duration decreased from 2.2 to 4 seconds to 2.1 to 3. Okay. That's for 6 seconds. Oh, wait. Oh. You can barely get this off until you get, like, the talent. Or you can't get it off until the talent or any cooldown reduction, because the cooldown's 6 seconds. I didn't even see this. Still, though, this is just really good. Blur now isn't removed on attack by default. What? What does that mean? Actually, wait, I need higher levels. What? Yes, hello, okay. Let me see this in action. Oh, okay, it actually, that's a pretty big buff. You can get a couple extra attacks off before... Okay. So, there is a 1 second delay before you're revealed. So now you can get like a few extra hits off on this. So this is actually a pretty decent buff to compensate for this. Coup de grace, crit damage decreased from 230, 450 to 200, 400. Ah, that's why this got nerfed. Okay. Fan of Knives cooldown increased from 15 to 20. Mana cost increased from 50 to 80. Even though this is still only 100% bonus. Like, this just feels better. Level 10 Stifling Dagger cooldown reduction decreased from 2 to 1.5 seconds. Okay, so you have like a very small window for this. But even then. Level 15 plus 200 Phantom Strike cast range replaced with 15% Stifling Dagger damage. And a Stifling Dagger. Okay, so got a little nerf and they got swapped around. Alright. So despite all the nerfs, I think this is a good enough buff. Because it gives you just even a smidge more attack time to blow stuff up. And then you have this. So there's that. PL, Phantom Lancer. Base strength increased from 19 to 21. Nice. Remove Convergence Facet. Which was your one ability would just give you more illusions based on your health loss. So... Okay, and then we have Lancelot. Spirit Lance. Copies of Spirit Lance created by Phantom Lancer's illusions deal 25% of abilities damage. Lance copies don't deal any damage to the enemy. They bounce on with Aug Scepter. Okay, I need to see how that works in terms of the coding. Spirit Lance, Aug Scepter bounce count decreased from 2 to 1. That sucks. Aug Scepter bonus illusion damage decreased from 20 to 30%. Okay. You do have this, to be fair. Juxtaposed illusion damage taken decreased from 625 to 600%. Oh my god, it's like nothing. Level 10 Spirit Lance damage replaced with 1.25 second Spirit Lance slow duration. Alright, that's kind of fair because of this. Level 25 Illusionary Armaments damage increased from 15 to 20%. Okay, let's see how this thing works. Quiet, you're smelly. Alright, where are you at? You. Okay, so it was 25% damage.
Where's the fight?
Let me actually reset you. Put him on the other one for right now.
We understand.
Okay, so we're looking at 516 health. We're just gonna whack. He's doing 7. Okay, he goes to 454. We're gonna go into this one. What? Lance damage. What?
We march. We will.
Maybe it bugged out. Hang on. Because that was the same. So I don't get it. Well, that was melee hero block. Let me put in a ranged hero again. See, I'm perfect. I can't tell. I really can't. $10, $11, $10. That was like 52. So it's either bugged or I'm stupid, because I can't see this actually working at all. Illusory armaments. Yeah, I can't tell. Maybe with something like this. I'll see it. Okay, it's like 19. Oh, right. Maybe with higher levels I can tell? I'm really trying to figure this out. That's just doing 10. He was at like 225. I can't tell. I think it's bugged. That's what it feels like to me. That's cool. Next. I talked about... This is a really nice one, though. This is like whoop-de-doo. This is a nerf, generally speaking, I would say. I can't tell how this is supposed to work. As far as I can tell, it's supposed to be, okay, it does... Oh, oh, now I get it. Okay, I'm stupid. I didn't realize... I just realized.
Good idea.
Okay, I went too fast.
First blood.
Okay, so... Spirit Lances from Phantom Lancer's Illusions. So, it's really hard to see. But she got hit multiple times. I realized how it works now. It's not as fun as I thought it was. But also it'd be broken with how I thought it was, so maybe that's why. Okay, this needs to stop. Okay, good. I'm just dumb. That's all that needs to be known. I'm just dumb. So they'll each do 70. Essentially speaking. I don't know if that gets reduced as well. Like if I look in the logs, yeah, hits Crystal Maiden with Spirit Lance, Spirit Lance, Spirit Lance. So this is what it means, basically. Oh, and even the illusions can pop it, but only once. Alright. That's how it works. Okay. I got that sorted. It's not bad. It gives him, like, burst damage, essentially. I'd say it's more interesting than Convergence. So yeah, that's how this works. Okay. I guess buffed, then? upside of this nerf. He's got extra strength, and that's more valuable. Moving on. Phoenix, now a strength hero again. Base damage increased by 12. Level 1 unchanged, 44 to 54. Damage gain per level decreased from 4.6 to 3.3. Damage at level 30 decreased by 54 from 207, 217 to 153, 163. Hotspot Sunray now also applies 2x blinding sun stacks to targets near the end of the beam. Excellent. Kind of makes sense. Good buff. Level 10 talent plus 20 Icarus dive damage per second replaced with plus 0.5% blinding sun mischance. Cool. AIDS. Buffed. Moving on. Primal Beast. Remove Romp and Stomp facet. Boo. Provoke the Beast. Yes, do that. Provoke Mr. Beast. Uproar. In addition to stacks from hero damage, Primal Beast also gains 2 Uproar stacks upon being stunned, hexed, taunted, feared, or rooted. Alright. It's okay. Ferocity. Pulverize AoE bonus is now granted at the start of each slam instead of the end. Bonus AoE per hit increased from 20 to 25%. AoE duration increased from 10 to 20 seconds. That's a massive buff, actually. Onslaught. Knockback radius and distance are no longer affected by AoE increase. Fair. Uproar no longer passively grants base damage. Slow per stack rescaled from 5 to 8 to 4 to 10%. Level 10 plus 80 onslaught damage replaced with 20 damage. Okay, that is pretty crippling for farming reasons. The magic resist during trample at level 10 I still think is better. I don't think the other facet is... I don't think this is all that exhilarating. Like, it's good in games where you end up with these excessively, but at the same time, stunned, hexed, and taunted, and feared means very little. Because you can't activate it anyway. Rooted is good, because you can dispel it with Uproar. So... So let's go... Yeah, let's go. Oh man, the support is attacking me. Oh, right. I screwed up. The support is attack... Oh, I have the wrong facet. This is very beautifully done. Okay, there we go. Oh, I got rooted. Warg! That's the only situation it's good. That's actually not bad. But that's like the only time it's going to do something. Is when you get immediately rooted. So this gives you like a theoretical immediate way to pop Uproar. But that's about it. It's not bad. It's not as bad as I thought it was. It's more just for that talent. If that talent gets gone, this is like garbage. Because then it's like... Can't do anything with it anyway, outside of like, oh, I'm gonna slow you. Puck! Puckish! Base health and mana restore decreased from 15 to 10. Good. Die. Dream Coil mana cost increased from 100, 200 to 125, 225. Level 15 Dream Coil cooldown reduction increased from 10 to 15. Level 25 Waning Rift radius max distance increased from 300 to 350. Buffed. Nerfed. Nerfed. Buffed. Yeah. So, talent buff at cost of mana nerfs. Alright, CM die. I need a different... I made a second one. Great. More dogs. Disruptor, you're not annoying. Okay, good. Okay, there's Puck done. Wrong thing. We don't need Llama here. Llama's not here. Okay, Pudge. Removed Flayer's Hook facet. Removed ejectability. And reworked Ogdenham Shard upgrade. Okay. Fresh Meat. Dismember strength increased. Improved from 1 to 5 to 2 to 6. Alright. Rotten Core new. While Rot is active, Pudge gains 4 to 16 bonus attack damage every second, up to 20 to 80 max bonus damage after 5 seconds. Once Rot is deactivated, damage bonus rapidly decays over 1. Why would you ever want this now? 80% bonus damage. is obscene. Oh, get out of here. Go away. Pudge. It decays stupidly fast, but in the scenario of I can get this active all the time, that's actually really good. This is quite strong, I think, even for like right-clicking Pudge. Meat Hook upgraded with Shard. When Meat Hook hits an enemy, it deals 20% of the pull distance as bonus damage. When Meat Hook hits an ally, Meat Hook's cooldown is reduced by 50%. Okay, so that's kind of Heroes of the Storm Stitches. Alright. And then Flayer's Hook just got built into this. Dismember no longer upgraded with Shard. He lost his save. His Dismember save and healing. Alright, you're gone. Jesus Christ. Well, he's gonna be gone soon. Pugna, you don't talk. Yeah, no one does. Keep your mouth shut. Pugna, what about you? Life Drain no longer instantly kills enemy illusions. Alright. At least the Chaos Knight, Phantasmagoria, Super Illusions isn't completely dead. Ally Drain heal per second increased from 120, 300 to 150, 350. Now matching enemy drain values. Good. The no longer restores mana is crippling for Pugna, though. Then again, he's got Conda now. So it's probably fine. So 25 Netherward damage per mana increased from 1.75 to 1.9, and Nether Blast damage increased from 160 to 180. Okay. So buffs, fair change, ouchie, ouchie. Little hurt, just a little bit. Queen of Pain, Masochist. Outgoing spell damage reflected increased from 21 to 27%. Okay. Bondage. That's a facet that improves Succubus. Succubus now also makes spell lifesteal apply to reflected magical and pure damage. Okay. Succubus now an innate ability. Now also makes all sources of spell lifesteal apply to pure damage. Spell lifesteal decreased from 12 to 18 to 2 to 14%. Ow. That's a pretty crippling lifesteal nerf. So it only affects the ult unless you take bondage. Oof. Let me see if that does anything else, actually. Pop. Apply to pure damage. Oh, all sources of spell steal also apply to pure damage. So, like, it kind of negates the cripple. Queen of Pain gains spell lifesteal that increases with procs to her enemies. Lifesteal is at max when the enemy is 300 units or closer. Okay. You could probably take Revenant's Brooch instead of Bloodstone in theory and go for right-clicking Quap as well. Alright. Spell Seal also applies to pure and match. Oh, okay. Alright, so it just changes. Okay, I read this awkwardly. So it lets pure damage apply to spell lifesteal because it got removed. And this also applies to reflected. Magical and pure. So this is essentially lets her work on blade mail. It's like they brought the blade mail change. So let me do disruptor. Let me get a blade mail. Where's my blade mail? Blade mail. I need her on the other one. Stop it. Quiet, you. Okay. Blade mail. Okay. She sort of healed. little bit. Here, I'm gonna give her Bloodstone and redo it. It's easier to see it. Yeah, okay. Actually, with this, you couldn't even... I didn't even need to activate it. Okay, I maybe had to activate it. Okay. Oh, right. Get out of here. There. Let's just do this. Okay. You'd still need, like, Bloodstone for something like that, but that's essentially how that works. And she can heal off of it. Okay. Neat. And... Shadow Strike. Initial damage increased from 30 to 120 to 50 to 140, so it's actually useful for last hitting. Or it's better at level 1 for last hitting. Except it no longer increases initial damage by 50. That's sucky, but it's fine because of this. At least you got some of it back. Or some of it built into the spell. And you can use it to last hit with. Alright, there we go. She did get gutted. This one hurts a lot. That's like the main thing that hurts about this. She did get nerfed. Even with this working with like blade mail again and this going even bigger. It's like this still hurts a lot. And we're on Razor starting tomorrow. Like, I know this is taking forever, but this is also a patch that is obscene. It is really obscene. And it only feels super long because I haven't had a 4-hour day at all, where I probably could have gone through more stuff in one day. But, I should be able to finish tomorrow. There's barely anything left. I'm on R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. It's only 9 letters. It should be doable. Alright, so with all that said and done, I hope you all have a good rest of the day. I hope you all have a good rest of the night. I hope you all have a good rest of whatever. I'm gonna go in until next time. Goodbye.